Cringe watch with me.
Anything you want us to watch, baby?
Ooh, new theme song. How does one introduce a video about hitting 100 friggin' subscribers?
But we are coming to you from the Cringe Watch Party Labs. As you can see,
we are actively developing, ideating, inventoring new ideas and concepts for future videos.
R&D, test tubes, measurements, science.
That's what science is all about. That's what we do with science.
Are you a scientist?
Yes, I am. A scientist of bad television and movies.
That's perfect. I need a scientist's take on the Hallmark movies. Stat.
Good. Next question.
So, in honor of having, I'm not going to say 100 real people, but at least 50 not robots listening to us, we think.
Listen, we haven't gotten the bare ass cheek profile pic being like, love your content in our comments. So I don't think we've been overrun by bots.
We have not. The bots have not found us yet. Only the really nice Succession and Bridgerton obsessed folks, which is so great.
Yeah, our comment section has been delightful, and we kind of have a unspoken, unwritten rule of just, well, now it's spoken, I guess, because I'm saying it, but don't be mean in our comments. And it feels like that's been followed really well. So we appreciate it.
I mean, can we tell them about the one hate comment we got that I still laugh at all the time? So funny. And it just said, idiots.
You idiot.
And the reason it made me laugh is because it was on our video for Crossroads. And I'm like, listen, if you're going to call us idiots on the video where I was trying to figure out when the Regency era was, or when the Renaissance was.
When the Renaissance was. That
it would have been
genuinely
fair on that video.
Notable moments in Cringe Watch Party history so far. When is the Renaissance? Why don't we share some of our wild, wacky, cringe-watchiest ideas for future videos that may or may not ever become a thing, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, these are ideas that are percolating in the lab, if you will, or hypotheses that we have that have yet to receive grant funding for research. I'm trying to do the lab theme.
We have the drops in the circle thingy. I'm a scientist.
The beaker?
No, the
Petri dish.
Petri dish. Thank you. Again, these are words you never use as an adult. Literally never. But we need that sweet germ to inject to grow the mold.
This is starting to sound really sexual. Yeah, I'll start with reaction / commentary to a movie called, and I swear this is real, Pizza My Heart.
I don't believe it's real. I don't believe it's real.
Well, part of the reason you probably don't believe it's real is because I was inspired to do this because channel faves Aaron and Joe did a reaction recently to a movie called Little Italy, which I have not seen, but I watched their reaction and I was like, seems kind of familiar. And I was like, did I hallucinate this? Did I dream this up? No, I looked it up and it's real, and it's from the mid-aughts, and it has the exact same fucking plot as this Little Italy movie. And I want to prove this. I want to make my case, and I want us to watch the original because it's terrible and delightful.
Jumping too. So one day I was reviewing Hallmark YouTube movies, as you do. You see what's available. And I was going through Hallmark classics, and there's one called Love Under the Stars, and my question was, what exactly is a G-rated adult romance? Is that a handhold at the end, like a Disney Channel original movie?
It's gonna be again, because I'm a millennial, I'm gonna compare this to an Office scene.
We've been necking, but only necking, right? Not actually kissing. our mouths, just neck on neck. It's just like rubbing / nuzzling our necks together.
That's probably what that is.
Oh, now we really have to watch it.
We also have a tentative series title called Millennials Revisit, speaking of us being millennials. And the first one that jumps out at me from our list is Millennials Revisit Girls.
Gosh,
which
it's
is
time.
just one of those shows that you just love to hate, and you just like I don't even know if I enjoyed it, but I just kept watching.
Start to finish, I fucking hated that show.
Yeah.
I do think I see the girls subreddit is having, I think, like a little bit of a revival as people reflect on it. And for all that I just shit on it, I totally want to revisit it.
And it's also pre-super fame Adam Driver, so
which I hated his character, so I hated everything about Girls. Like, it's
yeah.
But you know what? I wasn't indifferent. I have feelings, I have thoughts, and that is a success.
Art makes you feel something, whether
Exactly.
it's positive or negative.
Exactly. I was engaged. I was watching. A hate watch is a watch. That's our slogan too.
Yeah, hate views are still views.
Speaking of Millennials Revisit, we also have Millennial Epic Movie. I don't even know that epic is a big enough word for The Notebook.
Oh my God. I'm not ready to cry on this channel, but I think I'm going to.
We have to revisit. I cannot explain the chokehold that The Notebook had on. This was not a girl thing. This was an everyone thing. Everyone. Like, SNL was making constant jokes, not only about The Notebook when it came out, years later about men secretly loving The Notebook and crying to it. Like, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing, and I have the feeling that what's going to happen when we rewatch it is going to be similar to like the Love Actually phenomenon, which is like you remember loving this movie, you go back to it, and you're like, "Holy shit, this is problematic as fuck," and then you still cry at the end.
I mean, it's just like with Girls. I hate how I could tell you the entire plot of The Notebook and point out all the problematic things, and we're still going to watch it, and it's still going to manipulate us into crying. Did you see the one I added to row 78? It's on Netflix.
The fuck, Violet?
Do you want to say the title?
Do you want us to get demonetized before we actually get monetized? Like preemptively, like we will not monetize your channel. Well, okay. I'm going to say the title, but I also want to give the disclaimer that British reality TV fucking slaps. It's the best. They just take there's a show that's not listed here, but it's called Don't Tell the Bride, and they give a husband, it's super heteronormative, they give the male fiance all the money to like plan the hen nut and the stag do.
No.
And all including, and he picks out the bride's dress too, by the way. And it's like the bride doesn't know anything, and she has to just go be like surprised by everything. It is a horror show. I highly recommend. But this is
the real title on Netflix. Okay.
That Violet has listed is called How to Build a Sex Room.
That's a real show. How can you, queen of reality trash, resist?
I can't. The answer is I can't. We don't even have to test that in the lab. I know that I can't. I have to watch it.
I didn't watch the little Netflix trailer because let's keep it a surprise.
I want to go into that cold. Yeah. I want to go into the sex room cold. We should acknowledge our slightly defunct podcast called Cringe Watch After Party, which we started and then sort of got distracted from. But we do have episode ideas for it.
We do.
It just hasn't.
Yeah, do you want to share some?
We have to talk about how we are both very salty about the cancellation of Grand Crew.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That show is so fucking good. 2 seasons.
Short-lived. I know. And there aren't enough good hangout friend comedies. That's why people rewatch the ones they do, because it's a nice place to be. It's familiar. You're going to get the jokes, you know, the vibe. Like, we need more friend hangout comedies with Nicole Byer.
With Nicole Byer, she was incredible. Carl Tart was always
so
like,
funny.
Guaranteed laughs when he was on screen. And like it was a hangout comedy, but it still felt like fresh and the jokes weren't stale or anything. And like the performances were so good. And I'm really fucking mad that it got canceled and that there wasn't like a surge of, because I think this happened with Brooklyn Nine-Nine where it got canceled and then everyone was like, bring it back. And then it was on a different platform. And that didn't happen with Grand Crew, and salty about it.
It's upsetting. There are just rom-coms and other things peppered throughout this list. For example, something I've never seen. It was like When We Were Tiny Children, but is it an epic love story because it has an epic love song? The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston.
Oh,
I've never seen it.
Did I see that? If I saw it, I don't remember.
Right?
So
same. And so I have some of those, like City of Angels. Again, epic banger of a song came out of it. Never seen the movie, never heard anyone talk about it.
What's the song from City of Angels?
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Can I tell you what my guess was going to be?
Yeah.
We built this city. We built this city on angels.
Now, what we need is to put that into one of those AIs, but make it Nicolas Cage, who is in the movie.
My God.
What's that taste like?
You don't know what a pear tastes like?
I don't know what a pear tastes like to you.
Shockingly, it's a Nicolas Cage, Meg Ryan rom-com.
It's just so hard knowing what we know now about Nicolas Cage and just the types of, career choices he's made throughout the years. It's really hard to picture him as a romantic lead. It just is.
Yeah. Something happened to adults around 1998, and I don't know what it was because we were too young, but something happened because also in 1998 we had Meet Joe Black, which is about a woman falling in love with the devil when he comes to collect her dad's soul.
That's got to be some kind of allegory to modern online dating, right? It has to be.
In that I would rather do that than install Hinge again. I would rather roll the dice with Satan for a few days.
Listen, he's driven. He's got vision. He's got passion.
He's got his own place.
Yeah. It's a little toasty sometimes, but
you know what? It's better than being cold all the. You're never gonna fight over the thermostat.
That's true.
Other random things in here. Teen movie flashback, Grease 2. Reproduction. What is it? It's like, put that pistol in the stamen. Reproduction. Anyway, that movie's great.
I don't know what we're doing, but I'm
That's a song from Grease 2.
Are you serious?
They sing it in like biology class.
Oh my God, I thought you were like doing some kind of parody, but I didn't really know.
No, that's real. That's the song.
But I wanted to support your bit, so I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh my God. Okay. So we might do a reaction just to that because I didn't know you didn't know that was a thing.
I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer's in it. How bad could it be, right?
I don't know. I mean, she's so beautiful, but I don't know if she's like a barometer of quality. Right? Because she's my favorite Catwoman, but a lot of people hate that Batman movie.
I think maybe my opinion is being swayed by the fact that she is in One Fine Day with George Clooney.
Oh my God, I've also seen that. I used to watch that as a kid. Oh my God.
So good. The chemistry between those two in that movie.
When she has to put on like the kids' museum shirt. Oh my God. Why was that? Is that another 1998 special?
96. So close.
Oh. Wow.
Okay, we have to watch that.
There are so many 90s rom-coms that we have to revisit because like they're just names. Like we never saw them. They just kind of exist in like the pop culture ether. But we missed them because by the time we were old enough to watch them, we weren't watching fucking City of Angels.
Yeah.
Or maybe you were. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hate. It's just I was on to
No
other
judgment.
things.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it suffices to say that we have a fucking smorgasbord of ideas here.
We have so many ideas.
It's a bottomless pit. We're not going to run out of them. So stay tuned because there's more coming.
Speaking of bottomless pits, the last thing I'll say, the Big Mouth episode about depression, I want us to watch that. We might cry about that, but it's so well done.
I've not seen any of Big Mouth. I'm willing to watch it, but yes, it's probably going to hit a little close to home for both of us, and I think we will cry. But we'll use a disguise that day that covers
masks our tears. So yeah, do you want to cry with us? Do you want to cringe with us? Thanks for subscribing, everybody. We love you very much. And we literally screenshot and read every single comment on everything that everybody makes. And we talk about it because it's so exciting. And we're so glad you're here.
And every time we get a new subscriber, we screenshot it and send it to each other. And we celebrate it a little bit. So
it's so exciting.
It means a lot. Yeah.
It means so much that you're here with us. And if you like or hate our ideas, weigh in. We want to know. Bye.
Bye. That's how you really reach true self-actualization, is to just stop ironically liking things and just admit to yourself that you genuinely like them.
Embrace the cringe and free your soul.